Yo, what's going on guys? It is Toxicity and welcome back to some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet news. This is some big news in regards to the Pokemon 1.2.0 patch for Scarlet and Violet. There are a lot of feature adjustments, bug fixes, and potentially some performance fixes that we're going to talk about in today's video. So if you guys are hyped for some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet content, smash the like button down below. Let me know down below what your favorite Pokemon is and let's jump into the video. So one thing I will say, if you do like the glitches and you do like some of the functionality as it is, don't update your game, just leave it on the previous patch. If you update to 1.2.0, you're not going to be able to go back to the previous version. So for some reason, for whatever reason, if you do like the game full of glitches and some of these functionality not being in the game, just don't update your game. So the first thing you're going to see on screen here is some feature adjustments, and some of the functionality in the game is going to be changed and added for Pokemon boxes. Now, from a Pokemon summary, in your boxes, you're going to be able to change the Pokemon's nicknames, markings, held items, ribbons, and also relearn and learn some moves, which is going to be really good. You're also going to be able to swap out held items with Y button when in the held items view. There's other things here that you guys can read about the boxes and the battle teams, but the one thing I'm noticing is that there's not going to be a mass release option. Unless they're going to add this a little bit later, you can't mass release Pokemon, which is really annoying for people that shiny hunt and hatch a lot of eggs for competitive. That's one feature I was really looking forward to hopefully coming in this patch. It could still potentially be added, but it's something I really want to use in the game. I have a lot of eggs that I need to hatch for some shinies, and releasing them one by one really sucks, but this is just really cool that they're trying to make our lives a little bit easier in the Pokemon boxes, and it's a change that I think is going to be for the better. Probably the best thing to come out of this patch is that they're fixing Tera Raid battles. There's a lot of bug fixes confirmed for this patch, which is going to be really good. I really enjoy the Tera Raid battles, but when these issues do come up, I get really annoyed and it makes me not want to play them. With a lot of starter Pokemon coming to the Tera Raids, it's really good that they're actively trying to fix them. And the biggest issue is that when you set up and try and use a move like Play Rough, the Pokemon's HP gauge doesn't go down, or certain status conditions don't actually occur in the battle and don't allow the terrorized Pokemon to actually take damage. So this is now going to be fixed, which is amazing. There's also an issue where all Pokemon on your side of the field faint at once, despite their HP gauges being full, and this is going to be an issue that's fixed. And probably one of the biggest issues that I face is that you're not able to put any input or use any commands during the game. It kind of freezes on you, and the communication also drops out every so often. So this is an issue that's going to be fixed. I'm really excited for this to come to the patch. Tera Raids are going to be really clean and really smooth after this, and I'm really looking forward to battling the next starter Pokemon. As you can see, there's also a couple of other little bugs down the bottom, but I don't really have those bugs in my games. But if you guys do in yours, they're going to be fixed as well, which is super cool. Hopefully Tera Raids are fixed, and that once they fix these bugs, they don't break anything else. But I'm really hopeful that Tera Raids are going to be super fun moving forward. Before we get into some overworld fixes, there are some other battle fixes that are coming to the game. Zoroark, Dondozo, and Tatsugiri are going to be fixed. I've never had these issues in my game so far. Maybe if I go out and battle some Zoroarks, I will, but these issues on screen now are going to be fixed. And the issue around Destiny Bond not working with terrestrialized Pokemon is going to be fixed as well. Another issue that I've never had or haven't actually seen online before, but if you guys are getting these issues, don't worry, they're going to be fixed. So on screen right now are a couple of important features that are going to be fixed, or bug fixes that are going to be fixed from around the overworld, not in battles. So the main thing that I'm seeing here is there's going to be a reduction of Pokemon and people displayed in certain towns or in the wild, which is going to fix a lot of the crashes and a lot of the games forcibly quitting, which is going to be really good. A lot of times for me, this has happened and I have autosave turned off and I lose a lot of my egg breeding and egg hatching, which is really, really annoying. So I'm glad this is going to be fixed. There's a couple other issues here with the Pokedex and rank battles that are going to be fixed as well. Your character's expressions are going to be fixed. Apparently, this is an issue where if you don't restart your game, your character just has the same expression on their face, which I've never had that issue, but Pokeballs are going to be displayed better around the map, which is going to be cool. A couple of times I've gone up to a couple of Pokeballs around the map and they've not had anything. They've just been shown on the map. And one of the best fixes that they're going to bring is that passerby people are no longer going to be displayed during certain battles that take place in the towns. I've had a lot of glitches where people walk through the battle when the move's taking place, or maybe their skins, like their faces, will come flying through and no bodies. So I'm really glad this is going to be fixed. There's a couple other issues here with trading that are going to be fixed as well, and Pokedex entries displaying certain issues, but they're all going to be fixed as well. I'll leave this on screen for a second so you guys can have a look. Feel free to pause and read through, but I'm really excited Pokemon are finally addressing some of these issues. So this issue here that I'm going to address is one that a lot of people do have. And the fact that a lot of Pokemon and people displayed in certain towns or in the world are going to be changed is a great thing, because the FPS will potentially go up and a lot of the performance issues that people have with glitches and things not rendering properly are going to be fixed. So you're going to see a lot less Pokemon in the wild, which is probably a good thing. At some points in the map, there are a lot of Pokemon, especially when they spawn in the families of the evolution and the four first stage evolution Pokemon, so this is probably going to be a good thing. It's something that they probably should have thought of before they even released the game, but that can be a whole nother video in itself. So finally, here is the last screenshot for this video, the last thing we have to go over, and that's the Pokemon Company are planning on future features and bug fixes not listed in these patch notes, which is going to be really interesting to know what they're going to release. Are they going to give us a few new Pokemon? Is Pokemon Home going to come to the game and allow us to bring new Pokemon to the game that aren't actually in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Is that what this new feature is going to be revealing? Maybe Pokemon Day is the day for that, but I'm really hopeful we get mass release. That is the most important feature that I'm looking forward to. There are a bunch of other features that I'd love to see in the game, but mass release would just be easy and make my life so much better. But yeah, that's the last thing we really needed to cover in today's video. There's a lot of people saying that these things should have been considered before they released Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and there should have been a demo and a test before they released the game. And I can't help but agree with that, but at least they're doing something about it. At least there's a patch coming, and at least there's a couple of fixes to the bugs that are ruining the game for a lot of people. But that is the news. That is the patch. There are other features coming. Let me know what you think they're going to be. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the love and support on these videos. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.